Check around and see if I can fix it. So what happens when you have two cinnamon dollars, one right after the other? Does everything go up from here? So what happens when you have two cinnamon dollars, one right after the other? Does everything go up from here? I'm going to tickle you. I need to tickle you. I'm going to tickle you. Like that. They would say people do.
That is the whole idea that everything is in progress.
Like die through it. Like die through
Take it down the river.
Hey, let's go for a little run around. Want to? Come on, let's go. Come on, Ian. Come on, let's go.
Just sit on my lap.
Sit on my lap.
And they used to show one of their gods as he was sleeping, and he was just all happy because he had to sleep and have a drink. That's what it was all about. He was real happy. And this was. I'm not playing. I'm just playing. What's color? Color they got in between. We were out here and they were just down on their knees. How could you stay that way? It helps to weigh about 90 pounds.
See, we're walking right there. You want to go here? Go over there by the kitchen. Try to, don't go past the ropes, Pierce. Stand right there. That's good. Pierce. Okay.
Excuse me, I can't actually shout very loud, so if as many people could sit down as possible, and the people behind you can see, at least to begin with.
We don't have to.
Really small space, sorry. Don't blame me. Once the ceremony actually starts, you can stand back up again, but just while we're explaining. Can you hear me back there, or is it okay? I'll shout as loud as I can, but if everyone could be just really quiet, because I don't have that loud a voice. We're just going to start off with a very brief explanation of the mandala and of the monks, and after that I'm going to be translating for Khenze Rinpoche. He was the abbot of the monastery for 9 years and was one of the original monks to flee from Tibet with Dalai Lama in 1959. And he's actually the leader of our tour group today and would like to begin with a few words. So he'd like to begin with the greeting. He says it's so nice to see all the different ages here today, from kids right up to the grandmothers. And he'd just really like to thank you for coming. And he's welcoming you and thanking you not only on behalf of our 8 monks of the tour group, but on behalf of the 1,800 monks back home in the monastery. So thank you to all of you on behalf of the monastery. So he just wants to tell you a little bit about the monastery itself. Of all the monasteries in Tibet, there are actually 3 that are the biggest monasteries, the biggest universities, where the monks go to study the Buddhist philosophy. And of the 3 of those, Drepung Monastery is one of those 3. So the monks are from this monastery called Drepung Gomang. And he says over the years, the monastery of Drepung Gomang is actually at least 700 or 800 years old. And over those 800 years, it has a long lineage, a long line of very famous scholars and very famous students that have come out of this monastery. And so he's just telling you a little about the monastery itself. So he's just telling that this particular monastery we're from is one of the largest monasteries in Tibet. So he says since 1959, of course, you'll have heard about the occupation and the invasion by the communist government. Since 1959, the monastery where we are coming from as of now has been re-established in exile in the south of India. I don't know how well you know India, but it's in the province of Karnataka, which is right down south. This one has been very popular. Many people actually like us to do the mantle of healing in their communities. So it's a very old Tibetan tradition, but what it actually is, the mandala, it's a 2-dimensional representation of a divine palace, which is used as a tool in meditation. So what you see here is 2-dimensional, but when you're involved in the meditation, you actually envision it as being a 3-dimensional palace of a divinity. So he also says traditionally in Tibet, the making of the mandala could take as long as 16, 17 days. It would be made over a much longer period, and there would be many more prayers that would be involved while you were doing it. Of course here, life in the West is a bit more hurried than that, so we tend to take less time, but it's still a taste of the culture for us. So he says at the end of the ceremony, they're actually going to be destroying the mandala today. At the end of the ceremony, don't crowd too much, but we can actually give you a small amount of sand for anyone who would like to take some home with them. And it is a mantle of healing. It's not a very traditional thing to do, but we have found that people would like to do that, and they'll be happy to do that. But again, when that starts, you'll all get some, so don't rush. It's a very small space. So. So once that's done and you've all had your little bits of sand, they're actually going to sweep all the sand up, and they're going to be taking it to, I think, well, Riverscape here. Traditionally in Tibet, they would take it to a stream or an ocean or a lake, and it's always put into water. And the reason for that is, well, twofold, is first, it's actually an offering to, they call them nagas, but they're sort of a water spirit. So it's an offering, it's a prayer for healing, it's a prayer for the blessings of these spirits, and not only for yourselves, but for the community and for the universe as it spreads through the water. So that's part of the ceremony that will take place afterwards. We'll all sort of proceed down together. There will be a procession down to wherever this place is. And that's the reason why they actually put them in the water. That way? I'll take your word for it. Okay. So he says again, many of you will not have seen this ceremony done before. So the process of putting in the water and spreading the healing, you may or may not believe it, he says. Some of you may have the faith that thinks, well, that could be true. Otherwise, yeah, maybe kind of thing. He says it's very hard to say that it doesn't have any effect because many things take a long time to actually come. For example, prayers that you do for rain, it will actually rain. Pray for it to stop, it may stop. So he says that the prayers that we do are going to be for the healing for the community, and he hopes that it comes to fulfillment. To offer the scarf, and again, it's a very traditional, it's a blessing, it's a thanks, and it's a just to explain a bit, Jeff is actually the person who invited us here, and he's actually got the whole lot of us crashed on his living room floor right now. So just thanks so much to him for organizing this. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here. So thanks, Jeff.
Library and the Friends of the Library, I would like to thank Tenzing, our translator, and all of the monks who have come here and done this extraordinary art in our community.
The next person we'd like to thank is actually Jonathan Wright, who isn't here right now. Unfortunately, his plane left earlier than he'd planned, so he actually missed the whole ceremony, bless him. And after that, Gwen, would you like to come up? She's been another wonderful help to us.
Thank you.